What event from the past 10 years do you think will be most remembered in history textbooks 50 years or 100 years from now, and why?
Coronavirus 19, aka COVID. Haha, lol, just kidding.
People are already forgetting all the lessons of COVID.
Well, people have already forgotten the lessons of the WW2, and it's arguably one of the most important events of the last couple centuries. I don't think learning the lesson should be a criterion here.
Plus, the Spanish flu is well remembered, even though we completely ignored the lessons from that throughout COVID.
I think COVID for sure, and maybe Russia/Ukraine war and Israel/Palestine war, depending of how much they will last. Few people say WWII because it's maybe a reason why it will start.
Russia/Ukraine war will be taught in Europe.
That damn gorilla.
Stick still out for Harambe.
Missing the opportunity to do something meaningful about climate change.
This. Media figures and politicians spreading climate denial lies still in 2024 should be held accountable at some point r/climate_Nuremberg.
That a sitting president tried to overturn the U.S. presidential election by inciting an insurrection.
And is the front runner in the following election. Ha ha ha. You just can't make this stuff up.
The tragic revelation that pop sensation Milli Vanilli were lip-syncing the entire time.
Dude, that was over 30 years ago. Old bones around here.
The wealth transferred during the lockdowns from middle class to ruling class. What a scam it was. Billions made overnight.
The attempted coup.
The passing of Queen Elizabeth II, it was a historical reign in and of itself, let alone the challenges and expectations to move into a more modern era as she went.
Those rich people who passed away in that unregulated submarine that was controlled by a PlayStation controller.
Just another example of, hey y'all, watch this. Let me peacock it a little bit and show y'all how rich I am.
Microplastics discovery, and what they will be found to have caused. Hadron Collider, don't know why, but I'm sure that has to lead to something remarkable for the human race.
When the nerds raided Area 51. LOL, my +2 potion going to beat the aliens.
Going by the comments on this thread, definitely not the fact that women lost the rights over their own bodies. Again, that's if we're talking US history books.
If it turns out that the UFO story is actually legit, the 2017 NYT article and the drop of the Tic Tac video will likely be one for the history books.
Just an FYI, y'all. It's been 7 years since the United States government went on the air to announce that there are unexplainable flying things that pilots from every nation are reporting, and they aren't ruling out aliens. 7 years ago, they said, maybe it's aliens, and the entire world is just going about their business like there's not this, maybe it's aliens, floating around out there. It might be bucking aliens. How do we not wake up, run outside, and just yell that aliens are a possibility all the big bucking time?
Cody Rhodes finishing his story. If you know, you know.
I'd like to think that this period of history will be known as the social platform wars, and that in the future, we teach and discuss how this almost ended us, how people lost their grip on the truth and individuals lost the ability to see and recognize when they are wrong. We, the future world, now recognize that every idea isn't a good one. Not everyone should be allowed to believe they are special, and that they have to be heard, and that detractors shouldn't be dismissed simply because you don't like what they have to say.
Russia annexing Crimea in 2014 will be seen in history as the start of a major geopolitical shift in the world order. Not necessarily in terms of an armed conflict or anything like that, but in terms of gradually shifting economic and geopolitical power away from the West towards a more multipolar world.
Taylor Swift and her nefarious ties to the NFL.
Going back, perhaps a little further than 10 years, by 2010 to 2020 drastically changed the way we process information. QAnon, Pizzagate, Flat Earth, Hollow Earth, Birds aren't real, people are basing their entire personalities on what most likely started as a 4chan chip post. But people took notice, and every government, tech bro, and influencer wants to convince you to market for them now.